welcome back. I'm excited because now we're really gonna jump into it. For this video, I'm going to show you how to do a chain foundation to get you on your way to starting your first crochet project. So today you are going to need a crochet hook. I am using one of my handy dandy Furls crochet hooks. This one is like super pretty. It's one of my favorites just because it's strictly so pretty. Anyways, that doesn't matter. You need at least a 5mm hook. I am using a 6mm hook. I recommend if you are just learning and just starting out to use a larger size hook until you get used to the control of your yarn, your tension, how to see your stitches. A larger hook is really going to make life easier if you are just learning and getting on your way. And of course, yarn. I am currently using, because it was just what I had sitting around, Lion Brand Mandala. This is a 3-weight yarn. For starters, I would either use a lighter 3-weight or you can use a 4-weight, and you will find that on your yarn label. You are looking for this little symbol, this yarn symbol here, and the number in the middle is the weight yarn. So this is a 3-weight. Worsted weight or a 4-weight is a little thicker. That's the difference between the weights of yarn, is the thickness of it. So that is what I am using, and we're just gonna jump into it. So a chain foundation is super easy. It is very basic and it's not hard to learn necessarily, but I know I had a struggle with it when I first started because tension is a thing. So you're gonna have to practice your chain for a bit until you're like really comfortable and your chain is nice and clean, and you'll see what I mean as we go. So grab your hook and your yarn, and you want to make a slip knot, which I have already done. If you don't know how to do that, you can go back and check with the previous video and then just come back here. So now that you've got your slip knot, what I want you to do, as simple as it is, yarn over, which yarn over simply means wrap your yarn around your hook. So you're going to yarn over, and then you are going to pull that loop through. So I have one completed chain. This loop on your hook doesn't count as anything. It's just there. So I have one chain. To make another chain, again, you're just going to yarn over and pull up a new loop. And that's all you do, is just yarn over, and you continue pulling up new loops as you go. So as you can see here, I've got a nice, just a short little chain here. You can see, you can count them clearly, and this is why I say use a larger hook until you get comfortable, because you can clearly see my chains right here. They're easily countable and everything as far as practicing goes. And the other reason I say tension is a big deal, which is how much you're pulling on your working strand. Because if you are, so right now I'm being very loose, very comfortable. If I were to tighten up on my stitch, you see, like, we really closed that hole. Like, there's nothing, I can't work into that. So you want to be nice and loose, make sure that hook isn't snagging. You're not like pulling too tight to where it's like really hard to get that through. So I'm just gonna purposely mess up a couple of these so you can see the difference as far as tension goes. Oops. So you can see right here, I got really tight with my tension, so those stitches or those chains closed up quite a bit. And then you can see I loosened up a little bit, I wasn't pulling as hard, so the stitches became nice and loose again, like the beginning, where when you start working into your chain, it will become easier. It will be easier to work into those chains. You don't want them nice, super tight like this, because getting your hook back into those chains is gonna be just about impossible. So go ahead, practice your chain foundation, and I will see you for the next video where if this is giving you some issues, it is a second option on how to start a project, and that will be the single crochet foundation to get you going. So keep practicing this. Catch me in the next video where I'm going to show you how to do that. If you have any questions or comments or concerns, drop them in the comments below. You will find in the description links to both the yarn and the hook that I used for this video. And of course, if you are enjoying yourself and you want to continue to learn how to crochet from me, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos. Thank you for always being here, and you have a great one.